What's up guys, welcome back to another video of Island Gaming with G. Today let's talk about how some Sony fanatics, yes, the ponies, are trying to sue Microsoft for the Activision Blizzard merger. But before we do that, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Let's get it. So as most of you know, the Activision Blizzard deal is the biggest thing in gaming. And we know that the governing body of Europe, which is the CME, and the governing body in the US, which is the FTC, they have their duty to make sure that this deal is above board and Microsoft is not taking advantage of the whole system. Again, let me stress that this is their job to do so. So we can understand they're asking questions, they're looking into different things pertaining to the merger and really scrutinizing Microsoft. Well, it just so happened that gamers, persons who play games, they enjoy the hobby of gaming. This particular group, which is some Sony fans, some Sony fanatics, like what we would describe as ponies, they have decided to take up a lawsuit against Microsoft. Yes, you're hearing me right. Grown men are taking time out of their day to participate in a lawsuit because they do not like the merger of Activision Blizzard. Isn't that nuts, guys? Did you hear what I just said? Let's see what this lawsuit is about. So these ponies has filed a class action lawsuit. So what is a class action lawsuit? A class action is a legal proceeding in which one or more plaintiffs bring a lawsuit on behalf of a larger group, known as a class. It proceeds from a class action suit after legal fees, whether through a judgment or settlement, are shared among all members of the class. Let's now see exactly what these ponies are claiming and the reason why they are filing this lawsuit. Now listen carefully as Bill reads a report brought to us by Eurogamer.
A group of 10 gamers in the US have teamed up to file a federal antitrust lawsuit against Microsoft over its proposed acquisition of Activision Blizzard. As spotted by Bloomberg Law, the lawsuit argues that the acquisition will give Microsoft enough influence over multiple levels of the gaming industry to foreclose rivals, limit output, reduce consumer choice, raise prices, and further inhibit competition.
These guys can't be for real. This is a classic case of projecting, because the exact same thing that they are saying that they are afraid Microsoft would do is the exact same thing Sony is doing today. For example, they talk about they would have influence on the gaming industry, which is bad. That is the exact thing that Sony has right now. Do you guys remember Sony is charging developers to have third-party developers, indie developers, to have their games showcased on the PlayStation Store? They also spoke about limit output. That makes no sense. Why would Microsoft limit output when they are trying to grow Game Pass? If they acquire Activision, they would not limit output, they would increase output because they want their service to grow. They also said if Microsoft was to acquire Activision Blizzard, they would reduce customer choice as to where to play their games. And I can't believe they put this one into the lawsuit, because this is exactly what Sony is doing. Sony would have a limit gamers' choice as to where to play Spider-Man, as to where to play any one of those games, exclusive games that is on PlayStation right now. And that's fine. Each console should have their own exclusives. But don't sit down here and say that this is one of the main reasons why you're having this lawsuit when Sony is doing the exact same thing. Come on, get out of here with this. They also said that if Microsoft was to acquire Activision Blizzard, that they could raise the price of games. But that's so funny, because this is what Sony did. Didn't Sony raise one of the first of the big three to raise the price of their software to $70? Didn't Sony, because they are market leader, decided to raise the price of their consoles all over the world? What are you guys saying? Why are you guys it's not even comprehensible as to what these ponies are doing and saying here about this lawsuit. Now, why are they doing this? Well, I could see two reasons why, and it's beneficial to them. One is that to file this lawsuit, it costs nothing to do. In addition to that, they might be looking for Microsoft to settle. They might be anticipating that Microsoft don't want to go through, coming to court and so forth. And because of that, they can get a small settlement to close this lawsuit off. However, if Microsoft decide to fight, they would be in big trouble, and they should do it, because these guys have time to waste. Big men fighting for video games while there are all sorts of things wrong with this world. Well, let me know what you think about this entire topic. Is this a good thing that these Sony ponies are doing here? Or should Microsoft fight back and make them feel the full brunt of coming up against Microsoft? Let me know in the comment sections below. Like and subscribe for more videos. Later.